Sorry, sir.
Let's start the session with Chitta then Sana prayer.
Sure, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Let's bring our hands to the chest center. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidigena yopakarotam pravaram munina patanjalim pranjalim tanatosmi abha purushakaram shankra chakrasidharanam सहस्रम श्रेष्ठम श्वेतम प्रणनामि पतंजलिम ओम सहनावतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहे तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहे ओम शांति Shanti, Shanti. Rub your arms gently. Generate heat. Put them on your eyes, your face. And gently open your eyes with a beautiful smile. Good morning to everybody. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jana. So as I posted in the group, so Jana will take the philosophy for next few days. Hope some of you are knows already.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, sir. Very good morning, Jana. Very good morning, sir. Early morning, 4:30. Theory directly, that to philosophy. So it's like a yoga nidras in a different way. Good. Ready, everyone? Shall we start?
Sir, in between we need some vagus nerve stimulation so that we'll not go to sleep.
That I'll take care, ma'am. That I'm very good at.
Like,
make sure that sleep will not even come into your dream. So people who are a little bit away from the cameras can come closer to the cameras.
sir, we need pen and paper also.
Yes, ma'am. Very, very important, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Some things which will not enter into your mind can at least be on paper.
Sir, we have an exam on 30th, right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
31st.
Yes,
31st. Okay, Monday.
on Monday.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Very, very important. So first question of the exam. What is yoga? Tell me, what is yoga?
Yoga is the connection between mind, body, and soul.
Okay, yoga is connection between mind, body, and soul.
It is the union of Atma with the Paramatma, or the Jivatma with the Paramatma.
Okay, Jivatma with Paramatma. Okay, Prakriti with Purusha. Okay, others, what is yoga?
Alignment.
Alignment. Okay, good. want to listen from everybody. What is yoga? What is yoga for you? At least tell me.
Union, sir.
Union.
Unifying the breath, sir. For me.
It is from Yuj Dhatu. Yuj is jurna. Yog.
Hmm.
It is
Jurna.
breath work. For me, it is breath work.
Breath work.
Simple.
Okay. Yes, breath work. Any other answers? What is yoga?
Uniting human spirit with the divine spirit.
Unity with the human spirit, with the divine spirit. Okay. Where is the divine? In wine. Okay. So here, yes, someone said that yes, yog is derived from a word called yug. Yug means union. So what are we uniting here? What are we uniting here? Here we are uniting our individual consciousness with the universal consciousness. Okay. Now, what is the individual consciousness and the universal consciousness? Individual consciousness is nothing but your physicalness, your physical body. Okay, where you have this identities, right? My pen, my cap, my book, my dress, my box, and all these things. Okay, my mobile phone, my car, my house. So the individual identity. Now, what is this universal consciousness? Universal consciousness is nothing but something beyond, something which is very big. Okay, something which is infinite. So now here, right, if you observe, the universal consciousness is nothing but your mind. Individual consciousness is nothing but your body. Okay, where your body has limitations, yes or no? Certain limitations, where after some time your height will be, that's it, no increasing. Then you'll start, I am very less height. Then your hand strength will be very less at the starting. Then you'll say that, okay, I don't have hand strength. Then by the end of the training, hand strength, core strength, both will be increased. Now you'll be thinking about what should I increase next. Stretches, flexibility and everything. Okay, so physical body always has limitations. Okay, which either you keep it or someone else will put it in your mind. Okay, either you create it by yourself or someone else will make sure that yes, there are some limitations, listen to it. Now the second one, the universal consciousness, is something which is very big, which is very infinite in space and everything, which has infinite possibilities, where you can achieve anything there. Okay, that is nothing but your mind. Is physical power good or mental power good?
Mental power.
Okay.
Mental power.
Mental
Both
power.
are
Mental power.
Okay,
both are equally important.
both are equally important. Very good, ma'am. Okay.
They go hand in hand.
No, ma'am, sometimes the mental power plays a major role, ma'am, than the physical power. Most of the times. It's like someone says that you cannot do it, you cannot do it, you cannot do it. Then next moment you'll do it and you'll show. So that is where the three beautiful letter word called EGO comes into the picture and shows its power.
So that is why I'm saying it is going hand in hand. Both should be there.
So this universal consciousness is something where you have infinite possibilities to achieve anything, to explore anything in this world. Okay, now who sets the limitations is which you. And what happens here, this infinite space is there with everyone. Okay, but what we do is like we fill this universal consciousness with many things like stress, anxiety, family, and all these things have come into the picture. And like obstacles, Patanjali has said obstacles, Vyati Sthayana Samshaya Pramada Lasya Virati Pranti Darshana Labdha Bhumika Tattva Navasti Tattvani. So obstacles will come into the picture. So when obstacles are there, right, that which we created will not let you to achieve what you want. In order to clear them, the yoga will help. And the ultimate source which will connect your individual consciousness with the universal consciousness is nothing but your breath. Your breath is a superpower tool which you have with you, which can achieve anything and which can make you be more. Yes, someone said, what is yoga? Yoga is breath work, sir, for me. So yes, the breath is a beautiful connection. So that is the reason where the asanas will help you to bring discipline in your body. Okay, the asanas which you perform, the practices, the stretches, what you do will bring discipline in your body, but the pranayama and meditation will establish the mind and body coordination. And most of the yoga teachers stuck only with the asanas. They don't focus on the another part where pranayama and meditation, relaxation, or yoga nidra. Okay, so your focus is on more on the other side, whereas the first asanas is something where the limitations of your physical body, but the meditation, the pranayama, and the yoga nidra breath work, which has no limitations. I know you all are masters of yoga nidra. You have masters not today or tomorrow. Every time you master it, sir, you tell me, sir, I can do 1 hour yoga nidra. You just give the instructions. I will show you how to do it. Okay. Yoga nidra is something where you have mastered, I know, after very good stretches, after very good asana practice. That is what you want. But meditation and pranayama, these are the two important things which will help you to progress in a beautiful way. Okay, so the second part is very, very important. Your breath connection, the establishment of connection with your body and mind with the help of your breath. So the coordination is very, very important. Now yoga is completed. Now let us go into the practices what you do. So the first practice what you do is like sun salutations. Okay, now what is sun salutation? Who has invented sun salutations? Who discovered sun salutations?
Sir, I had read somewhere this was the dialogue between Hanuman and Surya. That somewhere I had read in one of the book. That
this book is from Devdutt Patnaik, a good philosopher, yoga philosopher, where Hanuman wants to eat sun, and somehow he could not. Then he wants the knowledge of Surya Bhagwan, where he works the entire year, entire day, entire month, and every day. There is no stop for him. Then he requested that I want to gain the knowledge of you. Then the Surya Bhagwan says that no, it is not possible. I cannot stop at one place and give you the knowledge. Then he says that no, I'll travel along with you. Then he started traveling along with him, and in the meantime, then he started giving the knowledge. Then after listening to the knowledge, then he said that okay, this is the time where I should show some gratitude to the sun god of knowledge what I have received. So then he has given the sun salutations, the 12 steps.
where he always face towards sun only, doesn't face backwards. So he keeps on walking also and keep on facing sun also.
Yes, ma'am. So sun is nothing but the energy. So every time you need energy in your body, energy in your mind. So that is also the way you see it. So, but nowhere in the scriptures they did not mention sun salutations, ma'am. Even the great grandfather Maharshi Vedavyasa also did not mention sun salutations and everything.
Okay, sir.
So the first footprint of sun salutations was from Swami Shivananda, the great guru. Okay, so he has established the sun salutations, and from there it became more prominent, where Satyananda Saraswati, the disciple of Swami Shivananda, and where they brought this tradition of sun salutations more into the picture. They started spreading this knowledge of sun salutations. And you know, right, sun salutations consists of how many postures?
12.
Only 12. Only 12.
In traditional, we do 12 only, otherwise.
Yes, 12 postures, 12 beautiful postures, which will help to work on your whole body. So initially, before the sun salutations, it was that every day it's a daily ritual for a practitioner to pray to the sun god. Okay, so they used to play the Aditya Hridaya Stotram, and they used to show their gratitude, worship towards the sun god. And later, people started ignoring it. That is where Swami Shivananda has come into the picture and gave this knowledge of sun salutations, that at least remember Om Suryaya Namaha every day. So you can start following sun salutations. Now, after the sun salutations, what do you do?
Warm up.
After the sun salutations, warm up?
Sorry, warm ups and then sunset. We go to asanas.
Okay. Now, where were the footprint of asanas in our tradition, in our history?
So can you repeat the question?
Where do we have the footprints of asanas?
Patanjali Yoga Sutras.
Ma'am, he did not mention a single asana name,
A
ma'am.
single asana in that.
He
But
just said,
one of his sutras, the asanas is included, right? Only
he
one.
just said Stiram Sukham Asanam.
Yep.
Yes, sir. People only remember this one sutra. After that, he also said Prayatna Prayatilya Samatavyam. To put an effort in doing an asana, no one will remember. Only everyone will remember Stiram Sukham Asanam. Where was the asana started? Why did the asana has come into the picture? So if you
There should be some physical activity.
physical activity, yes.
Sir, I don't know where, but I read somewhere that asana practice is what begins. Your breathwork starts with asana. Pranayama starts when you start practicing asana. Is that true? Somewhere I read it. Don't remember which.
Somewhere
Yeah,
I read
asana
Gheran
training.
Sahita, from Gheran Sahita. Maharshi Gheran explained the asanas in Gheran Sahita Granth.
Yes. Gheranda Samhita और हत योग प्रदीपिका और स्वामी स्वात्मा रामा,
Yes, sir.
गोरक्षंता मत्स्येंद्र नाथा, the Natha yogis. So initially, right, the Natha yogis have found more practice of the asanas played a prominent role from the Natha yogis. The Hatha Yoga concept, we call them. They brought the Hatha Yoga. The father of Hatha Yoga is Lord Matsyendra Natha. Okay, so where his disciple Gorakshanta or Goraknatha, okay, so where they have observed that, okay, they have observed that you can see the nature, everything. If you see the animals, right, what is the beauty of the animal? If they have any problem, right, they doesn't visit doctor, they doesn't go to a yoga teacher, they doesn't go to anywhere to cure the problem. So they just take care of themselves, okay, by giving proper rest to the body, proper rest to the system. Okay, so that is where they have seen this beautiful nature, that oh yes, there is something in the nature which we can adopt into it, and which will help us to strengthen our body, okay, strengthen our mind. So that is where they have decided to learn something from the nature. So in order to strengthen their body and mind, and in order to defend themselves from the problems like animals attacks and everything when they are staying in the forest. So that is where the asanas have come into the picture and started practicing. And a couple of sages where they have attained the highest siddhis. So and the names of the asanas were also given from the names of the sages: Ardha Matsyendrasana, Marityasana, Vashishtasana. So all these names are from the great sages where they have given amazing knowledge in this path. That is how the asanas evolvement have started. And next, pranayama. So where did you listen the pranayama? Pranayama though it is very everywhere. Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna says, take your attention to your breath. Itself is enough, which will help you to attain the highest states. Then after the pranayama, then comes the yoga nidra or the meditation part. So meditation part is there every time, being constant awareness of your mind. Okay, and yoga nidra is in the Upanishads, where Manduka Upanishad talks about some part of yoga nidra, talking about the mind and everything. This is how your practices go in your day-to-day. Now let us discuss the history and how the yoga knowledge have been evolved over a period of times. Okay, the time period of the timeline or the time period of the yoga. So first, initially, how was the knowledge being transferred? If you see, go back to the olden days.
Gurukuls.
From Guru to Shishya only.
So what they used to go to?
Gurukul.
So where initially the knowledge transfer used to happen orally. There were no scriptures. Okay, so people who are eligible, who are from the royal kingdoms or who are saints, great saints, sons and everything, only they have the accessibility to this knowledge, and the knowledge was transferred orally. The knowledge was transferred orally and it was limited, completely limited. The guru practiced whatever the guru have practiced and whatever he have attained and he has reached the siddhis. So he used to transfer the same knowledge to his disciples, and that used to be continued as a tradition. And after that, that is where the great grandfather Maharshi Vedavyasa, Rishi Badarayana have come into the picture. So where he has said that okay, there should be something written about this. So that is where he have written the greatest 4 scriptures. What are they?
Vedas.
Yes. What are the Vedas?
Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda.
Someone said Ayurveda.
No,
sir. Yajurveda.
Yajurveda.
Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvarna Veda.
Yes. So Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvana Veda. So now here in the first one, the Rig Veda, right? Rig Veda contains the yoga part in it. Okay, the yoga has been evolved from the Rig Veda. And here, if you take right most of the footprints of this knowledge of yoga, and along with these 4 Vedas, right, the Rishi Badarayana or the Maharshi Vedavyasa has also written Mahabharata at the same time. Where? So that why? Because these Vedas are not everyone's cup of tea. Yes or no?
Yes.
So reading all those things and everything is like verses and everything is like very difficult. So that is the reason what he have done is like he has also written Mahabharata. So that it can be in a story form and can be accessible to the people in a very easy and shortest way. He has also written the great Mahabharata, so that it can reach out to people and people can start taking benefits out of it. So that is where he has played a major role in writing this great scriptures of Mahabharata. And also he has written the Upanishads. Okay, Upanishads were also written at this time. And right, what have been come out from Mahabharata, the great book where we consider as the ultimate solution for all the problems in our life.
Gita.
So the next thing what has been evolved is the Gita. So where Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads have played a major role when the Bhagavad Gita was being evolved, so that the short scriptures, the short knowledge, where people started getting more benefits with this, instead of getting like, okay, there's a pile of thing here, let me get back to the small thing so that it will be easy. So people started understanding the things in a very simpler and easy way, and they started exploring more and more in detail. And here, while the Bhagavad Gita was written, where Lord Krishna not only spoke about Arjuna, but he spoken about all the mankind as well, keeping in the mind that what problems do they undergo in their day-to-day life. So that is the reason it is more famous. And from the Bhagavad Gita is where the paths of yoga have been evolved, where the 4 paths of yoga, what are they?
Bhakti Yoga,
Raja Yoga, Karma
Jnana
Yoga,
Yoga.
Jnana Yoga.
Jnana Yoga.
Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Raja Yoga. But this have been evolved, but after this still where people were unable to find the happiness, people were still finding difficulty in leading a happy life and a healthy life. So that is where our father of yoga, Maharshi Patanjali, have come into picture and written the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. It was also written by Veda Vyasa, where his commentary on Yoga Sutras were said as Yoga Bhashya, where his commentary was written as Yoga Bhashya. And he was also, Maharshi Vedavyasa also written the Brahma Sutras, the knowledge, where he have given it in small snippets. And when the Patanjali Yoga Sutras have come into the picture, people started exploring the mastery towards the mind mastery. So people have a clarity for the yoga practices, what they have been learning, a direction towards it. So that is where people have been seeing a lot of changes. And there was a time period where the 4 paths of yoga have become more prominent towards people, where the Jnana Yoga, where the great gurus, Adi Shankaracharya, Madhavacharya, and Ramanujacharya, they played a major role in spreading the Jnana Yoga. Then Bhakti Yoga, the pure devotion, Tulsidas, Surdasa, Mirabai, they played a major role in spreading this Bhakti Yoga. And next, our super thing, Hatha Yoga, have also evolved in this period, what we are practicing, what we are learning. So where the Natha Yogis, Matsyendra Natha, Gorakshanta, Chaturanga, so where they played Swami Swatma Rama, so they played a major role in spreading the Hatha Yoga concept and reaching out to more people. Okay, then after that, the modern era, the modern time period, which we are living, where we have different types of yogas. Can someone name a few?
Ashtanga, Vinyasa, power. We have one Bikram Yoga also, sir.
Bikram Yoga also, yes.
Bikram Yoga, all yogas you can mix it off, ma'am. With our names also, we can also start our yogas.
Yes, sir. So yoga has been misused like anything by so many.
Yeah. So here, but still, the great gurus, yogacharyas we call, like Ramana Maharshi, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Yogananda, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Shivananda, Swami Kaivalyananda, Swami Satyananda Saraswati, Swami Niranjananda Saraswati, where Swami Rama, they bought this tradition of yoga and reached out to more people. And that is how the journey of yoga have been evolved in the modern times, where Sadhguru, Swami Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar, so different gurus, where they preached the Bhakti Yoga, the Vedanta, and all these things, Hatha Yoga. So where the yoga have been reached out to common people, and they started learning yoga and reaching out to more people and spreading the knowledge. So here, during this time period, is where this people started seeing a lot of benefits. That yes, these practices have some magic in it. So we should start feeding this knowledge to more and more people. More and more people should get benefit out of it. So that is how the knowledge of yoga have been reached out to more people. So any doubts in this time period or something, or any questions around it? Okay, or are you ready in discovering a new type of yoga with your name? So you can also start Laya Yoga. That is already there. Nada Yoga, Mantra Yoga, Tantra Yoga.
And also I heard in yoga.
In yoga is again like what 24 postures. Holding the posture, they'll say that yes, this is what you can achieve.
So can you explain just a little bit about the difference between Hatha Yoga and Ashtanga?
Okay, very
Like,
good.
that I know that Ashtanga is 8 limbs and but what is the we generally learn that we are doing Hatha Yoga and some do Ashtanga, so I'm not able to get that difference. How to differentiate?
Okay, so Ashtanga Yoga means Ashta means 8. Okay, Ashta means 8, the 8 limbs: Yamas, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So these are the 8 limbs of the yoga. So in the Ashtanga Yoga, what there is a beauty in the Ashtanga Yoga is like if you see a chair, right? If you see a chair or a table which has 4 limbs, and if you catch hold of one limb and you pull the chair, the entire chair comes along, right? In the same way, the Ashtanga Yoga is also the same beauty. If you catch hold of the one limb and if you master one limb, automatically the other 7 limbs will come into the picture. So yes, someone of you have mentioned that yes, asana is the start for the pranayama. Yes, you attain everything in the asana. If you take an example that if you leave the yama, niyama, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, right? If you just take the asanas, if you start practicing the asanas, first what you'll do, you'll just practice the asanas like, okay, let me explore my physical body and everything. And you started doing different asanas. Then after some time, what happens? Then you want something new. You want something big, something great in this asana. So let me look into this asana more in detail. What is exactly this asana? So what you'll do, you'll start holding the asana. Okay, you'll start holding the asana. You'll be going in depth into an asana. So when you start holding an asana and when you're going in depth into an asana, the first thing what happens is that you'll start feeling discomfort in that asana. Okay, you'll start feeling discomfort in that asana. When you're feeling discomfort, then you'll come to know that yes, I'm doing something wrong. I need to correct the postures. Okay, I need to understand my limitations. I need to understand my body more in detail. So that is where your yamas and niyamas will be covered there. Then next thing is like, let me see what will this asana give. Let me focus on this asana. Then after 1 minute of the asana, your breath becomes a little bit heavy. Then you'll start breathing. So where you're working on your pranayama part. Then while you're holding an asana for more than 2 minutes, you don't care about the external world, what is happening around you. Pratyahara. Then you'll start focusing on that one particular region where the body is paining. Dharana, the one-pointed focusness. Then automatically, after releasing the asana, you'll get into that meditative state, let me close my eyes and let me understand myself, then you'll attain samadhi. So that is where the Ashtanga yoga have been come into the picture. Okay. Now when it comes to the Hatha yoga, right? So Hatha yogas have brought this concept where Ha and Ta. Okay, Ha is the sun and Ta is the moon, where a person exhibits both the qualities like of the sun and the moon, the masculine and the feminine. So where when these both are balanced, when these both are centered, when there is a proper energy flow in the Sushumna Nadi, that is where one can lead a happy life, is what Hatha Yoga have been mentioned. So now in the Hatha Yoga, right, Hatha Yoga is also called as Chaturanga Yoga. Okay, Hatha Yoga is also called as Chaturanga Yoga. Now here the Natha yogis, where they found that this following the yamas and niyamas is very difficult for a common person. If suppose you want to start your yoga practice, then you say that no, don't start now, first you need to go and understand the satya, understand the aparigraha, understand this, understand that. Then they'll say that you keep you with your yoga with you, I'll keep myself with me, tata, bye bye. People will start ignoring this thing. So that is where this Natha yogis have found this Chaturanga yoga, where they focused on asanas, okay, pranayama, mudras and bandhas, and meditation. And they also believed very firmly that before you start your yoga practice, first prepare your body. First prepare your body, cleanse your body with the Shat Karmas. If there is excess of mucus, if there is excess of bile, excess of fat in your body, first it should be removed before the practice of yoga. And from there, you can start your yoga practice. And here in the Ashtanga yoga, the ultimate goal is to attain samadhi. Here, you will also attain the samadhi in the Hatha yoga through the meditation. So here, where it is more structured, that asanas, pranayama, mudras and bandhas, and dhyana, meditation in the Hatha yoga. So following Ashtanga yoga is very difficult for few people. So that is the reason Hatha yoga, they have chosen Hatha yoga, so that it will be easy for them to follow, easy to go with. So that is the major difference, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Means basically we all are doing Hatha yoga.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am, you are learning Ashtanga yoga as well. That is what you have been developing, is like it's more about. So you Natha yogis have seen that where their practices have been seen that when the Hatha yoga concept have been there, right? They found that when you have a discipline in your body, okay, then you can attain discipline in your mind. Okay, so where they firmly believed in that. Whereas the Ashtanga yoga also says that okay, first train your mind, first prepare your mind, then you can prepare your body. So both go hand in hand.
And sir, what is Raj Yoga?
So the Hatha yoga and the Ashtanga yoga comes under the Raja yoga, ma'am. The royal path. We'll discuss the paths of yoga, ma'am. No worries. We'll discuss the Bhakti yoga, Jnana yoga, Karma yoga, and all these things. So this is how the knowledge of yoga have been evolved. Just give me a minute. Shared in So that is about the yogas and the time period of the yoga. So today we'll discuss the structure of the knowledge. Okay, how the knowledge, how do you receive this knowledge and how do you get the knowledge in this path? So, any idea? How do you receive knowledge? Any guesses?
The practice.
Yes.
Sir,
Of course, through the practice only will receive, ma'am.
sir, to submit to your guru.
Okay. Under the guidance of a guru, yes. Sitting closer to a guru is nothing but the knowledge itself, where we call it in the Upanishads.
By reading books.
Oh, by reading books.
Sir, awareness and observation.
So the ancient yogis, the gurus have given a proper structure to the knowledge, where there are two types of knowledge. Okay, one is para knowledge and another one is apara knowledge. Okay, para knowledge and apara knowledge. Whereas the para knowledge is something where you attain effortlessly by grace. Where you attain effortlessly by grace. Like where you are already enlightened from inside. So somewhere or the other you'll be enlightened. So that is by grace only. And next one is the apara knowledge or apara vidya. So here it is attained through the effort and the guidance of a master or a guru. That is called the apara knowledge. And in this apara knowledge, right, again there are two subsections, two types. One is Shruti, another one is Smriti. So what is Shruti and Smriti?
Shruti is listening, Smriti is memorizing.
Yes. So Shruti is the knowledge which you have heard, and Smriti is something memory, so which you have remembered, which you have interpreted. Now, under the Shruti knowledge, what you are hearing, right? That is where the Vedas have come into the picture. The Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda and Atharvana Veda. Now, what does the Rig Veda contain?
Knowledge of yoga.
Not only knowledge of yoga, ma'am, it contains many things in it.
Medicine.
Medicine.
Sir, Shruti.
So, Rig Veda is the ultimate thing which have the principles of the entire creation, understanding of the entire world, and that is where the Rig Veda contains. Now, how to implement these principles and how to go with the things, that is under Yajur Veda. That is under Yajur Veda. And Sama Veda, you all know very well, the rhythmic chanting of hymns, the kirtans, the bhajans. And next, Atharvana Veda, which contains the knowledge of our day-to-day life. And these Vedas are approached, okay? These Vedas are approached in 6 different ways, okay? 6 different ways are there to approach this Vedas, which are traditionally followed. And what are those 6 different ways? And any guesses what are the 6 different ways? We call them as Shad Darshanas as well. Shad Darshanas. those Shat Darshanas, the 6 different ways, are the first one is the Nyaya. Is where you analyze. Where you analyze. When you analyze, you try to bring a connection between one another thing. So when you analyze and when you try to establish the connection and when you establish the fine line of what is the purpose, so then you will get enlightenment by analyzing or by reading or by interpreting. And next one is Vaiseshika. Vaiseshika is something where you treat it as something special. Oh, it's the special knowledge, it's an amazing knowledge, where you give more attention towards it. Where you go back to it again and again. And next you have
So how do you spell that?
VAI, SHE,
SHIK, Vaiseshika.
Sorry, sir.
VAISHE, SHIK, Sheshika.
Yes, thank you.
So the Vaiseshika, the special knowledge. So, and this, next you have the Sankhya philosophy. So, Sankhya philosophy, where it is all about the reasoning, where you try to find out the reason why it is like this, why it is like that, so that it will help you to understand in a better way. And next one is the most popular and the superior one, the yoga. And after the yoga, you have the Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. Okay, Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. Whereas in the Purva Mimamsa, it is nothing but the ritualistic aspect of the Vedas, like what should be followed one after the other. It is a proper tradition. And next, you have Uttara Mimamsa, where it is also called as the Vedanta, where it contains the essence of the Vedas in it. Where it contains the essence of the Vedas. Where you have this Shat Darshanas, right? These Shat Darshanas have different schools. You have all the schools. So, according to the Vedanta philosophy, right? According to the Vedanta philosophy, there are two types, Astika and Nastika. Okay? Astika and Nastika. So, Astika is like who is the believer in this Vedanta, and Nastika is who doesn't believe in this Vedanta.
Sir, what was fifth one? Purva?
Purva Mimamsa.
What is that?
It is the ritualistic aspect of Vedas. What should be followed? How it should be followed? Where you have a procedure.
And last one?
Uttara Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa, the essence of Vedas.
No, after that you said some two names. I don't remember.
So Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa or Vedanta, which contains the essence of Vedas.
Astik and Nastik, sir.
So according to the Vedanta philosophy, we have two types. One is Astika and Nastika. Okay. So Astika is the believer of Vedas and all the scriptures, where they come under this category, the Shad Darshanas, where they go into one school and they explore the Vedanta philosophy. Okay, they either go to Sankhya, they either go to Nyaya, they either enter into the yoga path. They find one thing and they started exploring this amazing and beautiful knowledge. Whereas Nastika is something where Jainism, Buddhism, so all this comes under the Nastika, where they don't believe in the scriptures. So what we have discussed today?
So we started with what is yoga, then what are the obstacles in the path, then how is the body and mind connection, that is through the breath, and who discovered sun salutations, and how was asanas, how did asanas come into picture, what is hatha yoga, and followed by pranayama. Then what is the difference between hatha and ashtanga? We came to know a few differences. Then what are the two types of knowledge, para and apara, the different types. Then 4 Vedas in not in as a whole, and then Shat Darshanas, followed by Vedanta philosophy.
Good. Time period and the Vedanta philosophy. So now I'll end with a beautiful story of Gorakhnatha and Matsyendranatha. So the father of Hatha Yoga, Matsyendranatha, where his beauty is like when he was born, his parents were unable to find the Janma Nakshatra of him. So they were unable to find who is this and all these things. So what they have done is like they have thrown him into a river. So when he was thrown into a river, he was eaten by a fish. And he started growing in the fish stomach. So when Lord Shiva and Parvati were discussing about the beautiful knowledge of yoga, so this fish was there and the fish was listening to the knowledge. And inside the fish stomach, this cute little god Matsyendranatha was there and he started listening to this knowledge. And from there, the Matsyendranatha have been evolved and started spreading the yoga knowledge. So yes. So his disciple, the great Gorakhnatha. So he is the one who is the believer in the Guru. Where if the Guru says, go and meditate this mantra for 1,000 times, right? This Gorakhnatha will go and meditate on this mantra for 1 lakh times and he'll return back. To that extent, this person will go. If you just ask him to do 9 rounds of Nadi Shodhan Pranayama, he'll do 9,000 rounds of Nadi Shodhan Pranayama and return back. Yes, Guruji, I have done, Guruji. So he is like the ultimate person. He has attained many great siddhis. But he is always a mischievous kid to his Guru. Disciple to his Guru. He used to never listen to his Guru at all. He used to always have so many doubts in his mind. So this time, every time, whenever he has an interaction with his Guru, the Guru will teach him a lesson. He'll teach him a lesson for sure. Every time, whenever there is the interaction. So one day what happened is like, the Guru said, the Matsyendranatha said to Gorakhnatha that it's time for you to go and do more practice. So he said that now go to Himalayas and meditate and do your practices there. So then he said that for how long? He'll ask directly. He said that go for 14 years. Okay, go for 14 years and do your practice. So after that, without uttering a word, he went there, and he is very particular and is very devoted to the guru and the practice, okay, whatever he says. So he was counting each and every moment of the practice and each and every moment of his day, so that after 14 years he can go and meet his guru, can go and reach out to the guru. So every day he has attained a lot of siddhis by meditating, by doing an intense sadhana, right? He has attained the siddhis. So this is the time where the time has come that he should complete the practice, and he should go and meet his guru. That the time has come that he completed his 14 years of sadhana. When the time has come for him to return back from the Himalayas to the place where the guru was staying, okay, so he said that, okay, now let me start my journey and let me go and meet my guru. So what he has done, so in those days we don't have flights, we don't have aeroplanes, we don't have different things to go and meet our people in a very faster way and easy way. So he started his journey to back. So that is the time where his guru was staying in the Mumbai region, okay, somewhere in India. So then, as soon as he reached the ashram, as soon as he reached the Gurukula, there was a person standing in the front of the gate, and this person joined after Goraknatha left. We don't know who is Goraknatha. He doesn't even care. So the moment he was so urged that I should go and meet my guru, I should go and meet my guru. So then he went to where his guru stays. Then this boy was standing in front of the door. He says that, no, you don't have no right to go and meet his guru. Then Goraknatha was like, what wrong did I do? 14 years I have went out from the ashram to only because of my guru. Now who is this person stopping me from meeting my guru? Then he's like, you don't know who I am. Then he says that, I don't care. The guard says, I don't care who you are. I'll not let you meet the guru. Then somewhere he was so in urge to meet his guru. The Goraknatha was so urged to meet his guru that he tried in all the ways. He started pleading him, he started fearing him, he started doing different things. And where he was unable to come out of it. Then somehow he has misused his powers, what he has attained. In the meantime, the siddhis. He somehow with the power of him, he made the guard to go away from there, and he went and entered inside. And when he entered inside, the guru was not there. It is an utmost shock for him. So then again he came out and asked, where is the guru? Then he says that, I don't know. And this time Goraknatha was telling that, I know you know. If you tell me, it will be good. If not, I have the powers to read your mind. Then he says that, okay, go and read the mind. He don't know that he is Goraknatha, the great disciple and the great sage. And he started telling that you have no business in reading the mind and everything. So when this argument is going on, suddenly from another room, Matsyendranatha comes into the picture. And when the moment he comes, he bows down to him and he says that, oh Guru, I was waiting for you. For all these 14 years, I have done so many things. I have learned so many things. Thank you so much for everything. Then Matsyendranatha said that, again you have misused your powers. What is there in a hurry for you to read the opposite person's mind? Why do you want to read his mind, and why do you want to use his powers to meet me? Why can't you wait? Why don't you have a patience? So then he again sent him for 14 years for the practice, for the sadhana. So that is how beautiful stories of Gorakshanta and Matsyendranatha. Tomorrow I'll tell you what happened after the next 14 years.
Thank you, sir. It was very nice and interesting class.
Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, Naren sir.
Thank you, Jana.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so just take 2 minutes break. And we'll start.
Sir, just a suggestion. If we can do the theory after some, if you're planning to do any asanas or something, can we have it on the other part, like other side?
So actually, he's having the class.
Oh,
That's why we quit the phone.
because morning when we are not energized listening to theory, I understood, but after that getting back to asanas is little difficult.
He's having the level 2 YTT. That's why otherwise we'll have it in the end only always. Last
So
one.
the anatomy was very interesting after the asana, especially for our batch. It was good. Sir.
Okay, so we'll start with the warm up. Start joint rotations. Then we'll start the mock exam. Neck, wrist, shoulders. Everyone finish the joint rotations. Then 8 times of mountain plank, Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha. Adho plank, Chaturanga, Adho Sorry, Urdhva Mukha, Adho plank, Chaturanga, Urdhva Adho Yes, once you finish, come to Sukhasana. Okay, so who will come first? Who will take the exam?
So what exam are you talking about?
Mock exam.
Mock exam. Sir,
Practical.
I am observing, so I can't come, sir.
Or shall I select one by one?
Yes.
Okay, Ravi. I'll give you 3 asanas. You have to demonstrate them. Instruct and demonstrate. And also you should explain benefits and limitations. So note down your asanas.
So is it the practice or are you sure it's the exam?
It's a mock exam.
Okay. So we are practicing for the main day, right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So your asanas are Parivritta Parshvakonasana. So you have to do modification also. Who cannot do Parivritta Parshvakonasana, how to help them, you have to explain benefits and limitations, the instructions. The next asana is Parshvottanasana, then Vakrasana. So 2 asanas you have to demonstrate and instruct, and 1 asana you should only instruct. So you can select anyone from the group, so they will demonstrate for you. Clear?
First 2 asanas I have to demonstrate, right, myself?
Yes, instruct and demonstrate.
Okay. Last one, just I have to give the instruction.
Yes.
Parivritta Parshvakonasana and
Parshvottanasana.
Parshvottanasana and Vakrasana.
Vakrasana.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So do not open the mobile phone or don't check the asanas, okay?
No.
No, not you, others. Just do whatever you know.
Yeah.
Not for everyone. See, it's for everyone, not for you.
First come to Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. Breathe in Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe out Padahastasana. Breathe in Ashwa Sanchalana. Your right leg little far back. From here, I'm going to Parivrata Parshakonasana. Right, sir? First one? Yeah.
Yes.
Modification, I will show. See, if who can having the knee pain or who can't have the hip flexibility, they can rest here and they can stay here. And for modification, Parivrata Parshakonasana, they can rest half and they can twist their hip, they can hold, or one palm they can rest here and raise up another left hand and hold here. For Parivrata Parshakonasana, another modification, you can twist, stretch the hip maximum longer as well as balance here. Look at the ceiling, your both palms in Namaskara Mudra.
No. No.
Third variation. I will show in this side.
No.
Third variation. The fourth one, you can rest. I'm doing my right leg and left hand. You can rest the palm here and raise up the hand. Or just look at the ceiling. Gauge a point. Look at ceiling. Keep on breathe in and breathe out here. Samuchchayi breaths. Then slowly come to Ashwa Sanchalan. Then go back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come to table and rest in chair posture. Advantages is while doing Parivrata Parshakonasana, the hip flexibility and knee flexible as well as, and who cannot, contraindications is who is having the knee pain, they should avoid, and who is having the hip flexibility is very less, they can also avoid. They can modify the asana and they can practice. The second one, Parshvatasana.
Wait, Ravi. Go to the final posture. Okay, is it correct? Is it final posture?
No, sir.
Ravi, Asha is saying it's not final posture.
I have a small doubt. One more is there.
This is Parivrata Anjaneya Asana.
This one. This one?
No.
I don't know. They are only saying.
Parshakonasana.
Take
Actually,
hands
this
from
one is
inside and
high.
lock it.
Which asana, sir? You said?
Lock
Hand
it.
movement.
Other
Parivrata
hand.
Parshakonasana.
Parivrata Parshakonasana.
This leg, back leg should be facing inward.
No, that is fine.
Legs are okay. Only with the hand movements.
Acha, okay, now it's, yes.
Take from inside.
Parshakonasana is this one.
Yes.
Parshakonasana.
Then Parivrata Parshakonasana.
Yes, and
Yes.
other hand from the
Yeah,
back
that's
side.
Yes.
This is final posture.
Yes.
Yeah, release.
Sir, what about this one? There. This is modified, huh?
This is a modification.
Okay.
So this, can we put it in Parivritta? We do it for Parivritta Utkatasana, right?
No,
Parivrata
that is different.
Then both the
No,
legs
no, I
are
mean
together.
the twisting, sir. The hand twisting. I'm talking just
Parivrata
about the
Utkatasana.
upper part.
Yes.
Parivrata Utkatasana.
So you don't have to go from the
Yes, sir.
Tadasana, I mean, doing
Ashwasanchala.
Hasta Uttanasana, Padastasana, Ashwasanchalana, right? It's not required. Directly you can take from the Tadasana, take your one leg back, far back, then you can directly do. That's all, yes. Okay, Parshvottanasana.
From Thadasana to directly we can go for hands raise up, warrior one to Parshvottanasana.
Monica, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Sarita, is it correct? Lavanya? Chaitanya?
Then slowly come to Ashwasanchalan, Padahastasana, and come to Samastiti.
Is it correct?
Not fully, sir. I feel the hand movements, instead of directly touching it, the palm on the ground, you can just interlock it at the back and then try to bend from your lower back and then try to touch the knees.
That is also
Actually,
not
one more variation is there. We can do the Namaskar Mudra in back actually.
Yes. So you should join your palms and you should bend.
Yes.
Palms stretch upwards.
Dropping the palms on the ground is a variation.
But
okay. Benefits and limitations.
benefits is the hip flexibility and quadriceps as well as hamstring and calf muscles. And it will flexibility in your lower back will increase. Who is having the back pain as well as knee pain, they can avoid. And who is having the dizziness while bending forward, they can also avoid.
Okay. Then Vakrasana.
Vakrasana.
You can select any one person.
Yeah. Manju Singh ma'am.
Okay, so Manju,
Yes, sir.
In my screen she is.
so you don't know anything about yoga.
Yes, sir.
First time in your life attending yoga session. You don't know what is Dandasana, you don't know what is Tadasana,
Okay.
you don't know nothing. Just follow the instructions. So lift the hands, mean lift the hand, that's all. Don't do anything else. Clear?
Okay, sit down. Sit down.
Take the transition, Ravi.
Sir, can I take? Okay. Ma'am, come to Samastiti. Get up. I will take transition. Slowly come to edge of the mat. Edge of the mat. Both hands
No, you
raised
should
up.
not show. You should not show. Only instructions.
Okay. Yeah, both
No
hands raised up.
demonstration.
Both hands raise up. Forward fold. Rest palms on the floor. Your right leg little far back. Left leg far back. Come to table slowly. Kneels down. Your kneels down. Sit down Vajrasana. Slowly sit down on the heels. Rest your buttocks. Slowly brings your both palms forward. Sorry, your both legs forward. One by one. Yes. Slowly. And sit down. Spine and neck in one line. Your both toes are facing towards flex. Towards your side. Flex. Hold. Now slowly right leg, right knee bend. Slowly lift up. Right leg is bent. Slowly lift the right foot and rest in left side. About the left thigh. Yes.
No, 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 no.
And now left hand rise up. Slowly breathe in and left hand rise up. Left elbow. Push your right knee slowly from the left elbow. Push. If try to rest your left palm to hold your left ankle or left shin bone, and then slowly breathe in here and breathe out while twist your hip towards your back and rest your right palm on your back side and look at gauge a point. Just keep on breathing and breathe out here. Yes, sir. Yes.
Release.
You hold well.
Okay. So now.
Slowly. Yeah, wait once again. I will give the instructions to release. Slowly breathe in and come forward. Release your left hand first. Slowly release left hand. Release. Release. Raise up. Left hand raise up. Slowly raise up. Yes, rest on your left side. Left hand. Slowly release your leg. Right leg. Come to Dandasana. Yes, sit down. You can sit. Slowly you can sit in Sukhasana or Dandasana. Yes.
Very good, Ravi. I can sit down. Okay, so who will come next?
Thank you, ma'am.
Next. Surya. Next to Ravi, you only. So for you, Prasarita Padottanasana.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. In the Vakrasana, I had a small doubt. So,
Yes.
are we keeping the legs on the same side or the other side?
Both are fine only.
Yeah, because I have learnt it on the same side and then straight. So, it's okay, right? So, it's a
Yes,
variation.
yes. But when you keep it other side, you'll feel more twist, more stretch you'll feel. When you keep it outside.
Thank you, sir.
So, Prasarita Padottanasana. Upavishta Konasana. Ardha Machendriyasana.
First, I will do Upavishta Konasana.
Okay.
But I know better. Standing. So I have to show transit also, or just sit
Yes,
down.
yes, you have to show.
Standing Tadasana. Padahastasana. Then go to.
So you are already in sitting position only. No? Why you are coming to standing position and going for sitting?
Yeah, okay. In Dandasana. Then open your both legs. This. And toes should be upwards. head and spine in a line. Sit straight. Lift your body up. Breathe in, hands up. And breathe out. Slowly go down. And try to touch your chest to the ground. And hands should touch to the toes. This is final posture.
Okay, benefits and limitation.
People who are suffering from knee pain, they should avoid.
Good for knee pain.
Or vertigo.
Ma'am, BP to almost in every asana we can take in indication, no?
This is not forward bending, okay? So there is no limitations for BP patients. It's not forward bending.
So
They get to seat. See, forward bending is nothing but if the head comes below the neck.
Okay.
Your neck is, head is not coming below the neck. You are bending parallel to the ground.
This can be done by
Yes.
BP patient also. Okay.
Yes, they can do it.
I don't remember, sir.
Okay. So in final posture, we are not touching the toes, we are holding the toes. To hold the toes and you have to bend forward. Okay. The next asana. So when you do the asana, what you feel, that's itself, they are the benefits.
Okay.
You're not feeling any stretch anywhere.
This asana I can do at ease. So this is good for your thigh muscles, quadriceps.
It's a hip opening stretch. Hip opening asana.
Hip opening asana.
Good for pregnant ladies also. It will help for the normal delivery. It improves hamstring flexibility, calf muscle flexibility. And we can add. So what you feel in that asana? So where you feel the stretch?
Hamstring.
That is good for those muscles. The limitations will be same. Okay, so next asana.
परिवृत्त पाद उत्तासना. नहीं, प्रसारित पाद. What?
Correct.
प्रसारित पाद. Remember, sir.
Go to the next asana then.
Ardha Matsyendrayasana.
You can select someone.
Okay, I will be instructed.
I will do. No, Ravi.
Asha ma'am is waiting. Please give her.
Anybody can do it because they should not know anything, no? Sir told.
Supriya, you want me to demonstrate?
Yeah, sure.
Yesterday itself I did that in anatomy class. Yeah, I'm ready, Supriya.
Sit in Dandasana. Yes, open your legs straight. Lift your spine up, head and spine in a line. Then fold your right leg. No, just fold your right leg. and then take your right leg towards your left side and left hand up and twist your body and take your left hand to the right side and right hand back and turn your torso to your right side and look back.
Now slowly release your right hand. So it is correct. Sir,
Yes.
okay. And slowly release your posture.
Sir, Ravi also did same na in Vakrasana. So both are same. Vakrasana, Ardha Machendriyasana.
Vakrasana.
Sir, we have to bend our left leg also.
Wait. What is the difference between Ardha Machendriyasana and
Oh,
Vakrasana?
right. We have to bend our
Other leg also. Right leg and then left.
Okay, good.
And twist and look back.
So where you have to hold your hand? The left hand should be
Like this.
to your right hand. That is your right hand, na?
Yeah, this is my right hand. And left hand should
Ah.
touch to your left toe.
You should hold your big toe
Big okay.
or ankle or feet.
Of
No,
the
not-
opposite leg.
Then backhand, ma'am. Backhand.
Right toe. Right toe you have to hold.
Right toe you have to
Backhand.
insert your hand between your chest and your thigh. No,
No.
not here. Just
So what you are doing? Correct only.
No.
Should hold the right toe.
From the right elbow, push your left knee. And yes.
Like this.
Yes, slowly release. Okay, so you forgot one asana. So next, Lava Kumar. So you can do Prasarita Padattanasana only. Then Parivritta Trikonasana. Then Merudandasana.
I know only Trikonasana, sir. Other two
Parivritta
asanas,
Parivritta
I can do. I don't remember, sir. My name.
Parivritta Trikonasana.
Parivarta Trikonasana, sir.
Yeah, whatever you know, you can do it.
Everyone stand on Tadasana. Then right.
So Parivarta Trikonasana. So standing Tadasana. From Tadasana. Take your left leg back. Right leg back. Right foot facing 90 degree. And left foot. So the right foot is 45 degree and left foot 90 degree. Then go to warrior two. hands will be pointing the same. Up the gaze of your fingers, left hand fingers, and stay with close. So this is Parivrata Trikonasana. Breathing some more. 1 and 2 and Tadasana.
Manaswini, is it correct?
No, sir.
No?
It is not correct, sir.
Okay.
Sir, did I miss it like the other way around?
Do Trikonasana.
Oh, okay. So
Now
actually,
legs
what
are
I did was
apart.
Trikonasana.
Legs
Trikonasana.
apart and
Wait.
twist.
Manaswini, just wait. Trikonasana. Do Trikonasana. Triangle.
The right side.
Still, it's not correct. Which asana is this?
This is Parivrata Trikonasana.
What you did before?
That was just Trikonasana.
First you did that.
Okay, first I did Trikonasana. Sir. Slow.
The knee should be straight. You bend the knee.
Okay.
This is Trikonasana. The knee should be straight. Yes. This is Parivrata Trikonasana. Okay, come back. Next, Manaswini. Manaswi.
Me, sir? Manaswi?
No.
This asana is good for leg strength and hip openings and hip stretching.
Okay, so start preparing. Other asanas. Lava.
Yes, sir.
So Manaswini, same asana. Prasarita Padottanasana.
Okay.
And what did I give them? Meru Dandasana.
Merudandasana.
Okay.
Wait, one more asana. I give 3 na. Supta Konasana.
Okay. The last one I have to instruct, right?
Yes.
Konasana. Okay. So, Prasarita Padottanasana. Stand with leg with shoulder width apart, a little more than shoulder width apart. Raise your hands up. Slowly bend forward and try to hold your big toe. And bend
knees. Second variation, put your hands on your waist, elbows pointing up and bend forward. Third variation, same way, you can extend your hands. Fourth variation, rest your hands on the floor, try to rest your elbows as well and bend. It is good for hamstring stretch. Good to build legs, strength in the legs. Contraindication, anybody who is suffering from knee pain should avoid doing it. And also anybody who has vertigo problem or high BP should avoid doing it.
Okay, but all the 4 variations are wrong. When whichever asana, if it has variations, so first variation is the asana actually. So Marichi asana we have 4 variations, right? So when somebody asks for Marichi asana, you should be doing first variation.
Okay.
So in Prasarita Padattanasana asana also we have 4 variations.
Yes.
So should be doing first variation. So what is the first variation?
Okay.
Do you know the
Hands.
sequence A, B, C, D?
Yes, the hands, the palms touching the floor and the palms touching the floor and the head touching the mat.
Okay, do it.
You won't be able to touch.
We should be straight or bent?
Bend.
Straight. Should be straight.
We should be straight.
A little more away from, far away from each other.
Not very far. It's like 3 feet distance only.
So that you can keep your knees straight.
Okay. Knee straight. Come back. Next asana.
Next is Meru Dandasana. To come to Dandasana, fold your knees, hold the big toe, straighten your legs slowly, try to balance and gaze at a point, and slowly stretch your legs and gaze at one point and stay. Release. Again, it is good for hamstring and knee as well. Anybody who has knee pain should avoid doing it. And
Okay, last one.
Supta Konasana. So, who is coming forward?
You can take anyone.
Who wants to? Ravi sir?
Ravi, that's why you should not post so many pictures in the group.
I will ready, sir.
Slowly come to seated position, sir. Stretch both your legs and lie down. Slowly lift both your legs up. And try to drop your legs above your head. Slowly. Okay. to hold your big toe with both the hands and try to balance. And slowly now spread your legs apart and try to balance as well. Okay, now slowly bring your legs closer. Release your hands. Now slowly straighten your legs up. Slowly release. Correct, sir?
Yes. Benefits and limitations.
Good for thyroid patients. Anybody who has vertigo, who has neck issues or neck stiffness should avoid doing it. And anybody who has lower back pain should also avoid doing it.
Okay. Good. The next, Lavanya. Are you fine, Lavanya?
No, sir. So maybe next time I will do under your guidance. Your pain. Something leaked, so I will medication, antibiotic.
Oh. So that is water only, na?
No, it's a yellowish.
So.
And after some time it's dried, and when I sleep again it will.
Okay. That is wax, I guess.
Sinus?
No. Sinus, it will wax.
It's
What
not
doctor
wax.
said?
Not wax, because they put the camera inside.
Oh, camera.
They saw some reddish side.
Oh.
So they said, did you do anything? Did you put earbuds or something? I said, no, I'm doing yoga practice. So maybe it went somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
Some canal. I think these guys don't know. What happened is actually I tried Sutraneti. So after that I got ear pain. I went to urgent care. So doctor prescribed me antibiotics. That's what me and Sir are talking.
Sir, even after Sutraniti, even I feel some infection in my throat and I can't swallow and even I can't speak. I'm not able to drink water.
See, that's why in Sutraniti you should not force. If it goes. That's all. So you should not force it. Slightly you'll feel discomfort in your throat if you're doing first time.
Sir,
because it's a winter season, no? Slightly.
Sir, what can I do now, sir? Today I'm going to hospital because from the last, I guess, 4-5 days, we did on Friday, I guess. From that day, I'm not feeling well. I'm not able to speak, sir.
You're having throat pain?
Yes, sir. Swear, sir. I'm not able to drink water, sir. Even I cannot swallow my saliva also.
So you can drink pepper. You can boil pepper powder with water. You can drink.
And also, if you drink, if you boil the water and if you put the rock
water.
salt and gargle 3 or 4 times per day, it will help a lot.
Aman, fever is there? Fever? No, fever is not, but because of that throat infection, I'm not able to eat anything. Okay. Get COVID test also. It is because of COVID also. It can happen. Some people are observing this also. Might be, sir. But today I'm going to hospital.
But you won't get throat pain. Throat pain is different. So discomfort will be there.
Yes, sir. Discomfort is there, sir. Sir,
but no, only for 1 day. It won't continue for 3-4 days.
Only know, sir, I'm taking antibiotic. I'm taking antibiotic also. I'm taking some other medicines also, but still it is not effective. So today I'm again planning to visit doctor again. So that's nice.
Usually that day only you'll feel up to like 4 to 5 hours only you'll feel it. After that you'll be fine usually. So Lavanya, you did gel niti also na that day?
No, sir.
You didn't do gel niti?
No, no.
Okay.
Sir, due to
First I started with Sutraneti. That's it.
Yeah, Manju.
Sir, due to COVID, this time throat infection is very bad because everybody is facing a very bad kind of throat infection. Even I am also not able to speak well due to, because day before yesterday I detected COVID. So very bad kind of throat infection this time I'm facing.
Manju, it happens. It happens with me also. It happened with me.
Very high fever, headache, and throat infection.
But now I am recovering. I am feeling much better. It is, fourth day.
Yeah, this is my third day and I'm facing very much pain in my
Steam. Take steam.
Did you take booster shot, ma'am? Third dose.
No,
In
not
India,
booster.
booster has not come up. It's only for 60 plus.
We have completed 2 doses still, but that infection is there, but it will go.
Actually, we also contacted COVID family. So my neighbors, we don't know. So my daughter already started symptoms.
Oh.
On my son's birthday weekend.
So Manaswini, when did you take second dose?
Second dose I take in July, sir.
So it doesn't work now.
Yeah, first in April, second in July, and third. Now I think this is booster.
No, so it's almost 6 months over now, so it doesn't work now.
Yeah.
Second dose. Only it's for 6 months only.
For 6 months. That's why they are saying take booster.
Booster 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to continue.
So what is going on? So I think we should live on boosters only now onwards.
No, it's not required.
Boosters are showing a lot of side effects, and they've done a study in UK where boosters are showing a lot of side effects, especially on women.
Vaccine itself, it has many side effects.
Sir, a lot of doctors have not taken vaccines. I know a group of doctors in AIMS who silently said no to vaccine, and nobody is obviously publicizing it that vaccine has a lot of side effects.
What to do?
That's correct, but see, in few of the things they did mandate enough for traveling and all, so they are not allowing. So that's why hopefully we have to take the vaccine.
Sir, I know 2 AIMS doctor who contacted COVID in last year, like
so if you ask any pharmaceutical industry, they say no, but they only
promote it,
but they won't take it.
But here it is mandatory, sir. If you work in pharmaceutical or pharmacy or medical store, any store, every day you have to go for test, and then only they will allow you enter in the store.
Okay. Now I think one of level 3 student only, but she joined, but she never attended any class. So one day she called me. She is working in pharmaceutical industry only. So they did lot of trials on her. So now her health is completely gone.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. What happened to her, sir?
No, I